In this video, I'll show you guys how to use custom routing in CodeIgniter in order to fix some common problems you might run into. And I'm on my localhost here, and the reason why the site is green now is that I've changed the localhost version, the header and footer, to be green, and that just makes it a bit easier to tell whether you're on the live site or whether you're looking at your local site. And I just did that with some simple JS here. If document.domain is equal to localhost, then the footer's background is green and the nav's background is green. So that's all I did right there. And let's go back over to the site here. And what I've done is I've created a drop-down menu here. And let's just look at the source of this for a second, make this bigger. Okay, so what I've done is I've just created this long list, and it's got these slugs right here basically. So we have FCL and then / Afghanistan, FCL / Albania, and all the different countries. So what I want to do is I want to create custom pages for all of these different countries here. Inside my FCL controller here, the controller is called FCL, and then it has an index function here. And so what I want to do was I wanted to provide a default value right here. So what I want to have is I want to have localhost / FCL / Canada. Okay, but this is giving me a page not found. But this is the URL that I want to have for the FCL page for Canada. But the only way this is working right now is if I put index in front of it like that, and then you can see it showing Canada. So let's just go back over to the code here, and you'll see that if not country, so if nothing was passed in here, then we just load in this usual view. But if we did pass in Canada as the argument here, then I want to echo out Canada, and this way I'll know that I can create my own custom page there for Canada. The problem is that FCL is the controller and index is the function, and if we just pass in Canada right there, FCL / Canada, then it thinks Canada is the function, but there's no function called Canada in this file, and there's no way that I'm going to create public functions for every single different country. So the only way that URL is accessible is through localhost / FCL / index / Canada, and then I could create custom pages for all the different countries like this. But what I want to do is I want to get this down to FCL / Canada, and we can do this in CodeIgniter using routes.php. So I'm just going to go over to my config folder here and then open up routes.php, and I'm just going to scroll down here to my own code. I'm just going to uncomment this line here, and you'll see what I'm doing here is I'm creating my own route here. So I have route, and then inside this array index right here, I have FCL / and then anything. This is a regular expression here. So inside the parentheses, a dot, and then we have the star symbol right there. And that is set to FCL / index / $1. So $1 is referring to what is right here. So whatever gets passed after this, like Canada or USA, then that is in this variable right here, $1. So you can see at FCL Canada, it now shows the page for FCL index Canada, which is what we want. So I have this uncommented now, and I'm just going to come back over here now, and I'm going to refresh, and you'll see that that route is working fine right now. So that's just a quick example of how we could mimic passing Canada into the FCL controller, but actually what really happened was Canada was passed to the index function of the FCL controller, but we still ended up with the URL that we wanted.